Good night and welcome to Benalmádena's first English news broadcast. Digital Costa del Sol brings you every Friday all the information about this week's news. The World Travel Market was organized again this year in a normal situation after the pandemic, concentrating for a few days the world tourism sector in London. Benalmádena didn't miss the event and was present promoting the destination.
The mayor and tourism councilman, Víctor Navas, participated this week in the opening day of the World Travel Market in London Tourism Fair, one of the most important in the sector worldwide. The mayor explained that they come as institutional representation of the City Council of Benalmádena to support our tourism entrepreneurs who attend the fair, as well as specific campaigns promoted by Turismo Andaluz and Turismo Costa del Sol.
Bueno, hoy queríamos estar aquí en la World Travel Market porque el mercado británico es importantísimo.
We come to London to build loyalty and recover part of one of the most important markets for tourism in our city, the British. The Brexit, the devaluation of the pound, or climate change are challenges that generate uncertainty in the competitive tourism market, and being visible in the World Travel Market allows us to strengthen the British market for next season. The mayor reported that until August, Benalmádena has received 411,000 tourists, of which 169,000 were Spanish and 134,000 British. The summer ended with 2 million overnight stays, 626,000 Spanish tourists, and 875,000 British tourists.
Al igual que todos los municipios del entorno,
the data shows us that the average stay in 5.46 days per Briton and 3.6 per Spaniard. Hence, the importance of attending this fair to deepen the loyalty of the British market. This is an unseasonal market and with a high loyalty to our municipality, who comes to Benalmádena repeats. This has made us have a RevPAR of €143.61, 22% more than last year and the highest in the province. The mayor also highlighted the quality of our hotels. Benalmádena has 29 hotels open, the highest concentration of 4 stars in the province, 45,114 beds, being 13,502 hotel rooms, 26,000 in housing for tourist purpose, and the rest in apartments, hostels and cottage. The Triton Hotel has already begun its remodeling works, with which we conclude the comprehensive renovation of the hotel plant in Benalmádena. So our work these days consists of a busy schedule of contacts to establish new lines that allow loyalty and attract new tourists to our city. Navas has held meetings with various authorities such as the Secretary of State for Tourism, Fernando Valdés, the President of the Junta de Andalucía, Juanma Moreno, or the Minister of Tourism of the board, Antonio Bernal. The mayor used the visit to the International Tourism Fair to strengthen ties with the twin cities of Benalmádena, Dongjin in China, Nuevitas Camagüey in Cuba, Finale Ligure in Italy, and Echmiadzin in Armenia. Navas also visited the stands of these countries, where he held meetings with institutional representatives to strengthen the ties of twinning, update tourist information, and give them a book of photographs of the town.
Benalmádena is in a dire situation regarding the saturation in the classrooms, and this week the government team showed its disappointment with the budget of the Junta for 2023, which have no items for the construction of new centers.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and deputy mayor Pablo Centella offered a press conference last week at the mayor's office to evaluate the new budget of the Junta de Andalucía for 2023. Navas has shown his disappointment with the document, pointing out that it has no items directed to our municipality.
Hemos convocado a los medios de comunicación, a los cuales os agradezco.
We are disappointed with the regional government budget for 2023, as it should end the problems of saturation in our classrooms that suffer the local schools, but construction will not begin next year. We will not have a new center of infant and primary and a new institute until 2026. There is not a single cent collected in these budgets of 2023 for the construction construction of such educational centers. Last year, we were informed by Patricia Navarro that the Junta would invest in Benalmádena 16 million euros for the construction of the centers. He also stressed Benalmádena's need for new educational centers and highlighted the comparative disadvantage that he sees in the budget. If we look at the items that receive the surrounding cities, we can affirm that Benalmádena suffers a comparative grievance. With a simple search, we can verify that not a single cent comes to the city, compared to the numerous investments that will receive Torremolinos, Fuengirola, Marbella or Estepona. Not only they do not include budget to promote projects with which they were committed at the time, there is nothing destined for Benalmádena. We will present a motion at the next plenary session. Navas explained that they are going to take the issue to the plenary.
Vamos a presentar una moción.
Benalmádena cannot wait until 2026 to have a new educational centers. Our classrooms exceeded the ratio and the institutes have to remove spaces or to use prefabricated modules as new classrooms, a situation that also generates mobility problems since many parents have to drive to the other side of the city to leave their kids. I asked for understanding, diligence and empathy to the Junta. This situation undermines the quality of education offered in the municipality. On his part, Centella emphasized that it has been 4 years since they ceded the land and highlight that they want to show institutional loyalty, but they are owed explanations in this regard.
4
years ago, the City Council already gave the land for both centers. Since then, the Junta has done nothing, causing the centers are even more saturated, with prefabricated classrooms in several institutes and less common spaces, and the situation becomes more dramatic with each year. We knew a month ago that Junta had tendered the projects for the construction of the new schools, news that gave us some relief, but now we have found that they do allocate a single euro for their construction. From the institutional loyalty that always characterizes us, we want an explanation to know why this absence of investments, in addition to requesting the rest of the political forces from City Council to join forces with us. The Popular Party of Benalmádena has two options, either to defend the interest of the citizens of Benalmádena or to look after the partisan interest.
ASIS continue to work tirelessly to assist people in vulnerable situations on our municipality. In this week, they received an institutional visit from City Council, with whom they have developed the Asesora program.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and Social Welfare Councilwoman Alicia Ladaga visit the headquarters of ASIS at Paseo del Generalife last week to highlight the value of a grant award to them by the consistory. After praising the work of the association, Navas highlighted its philosophy, which is committed to providing tools and training to its users.
Queríamos estar aquí con los compañeros de ASOC.
In the City Council, we are clear about the valuable work of ASIS Benalmádena, and this year we wanted to contribute through a direct grant of 15,000 euros for a program called Asesora, which seeks to carry out a social work that goes beyond the welfare. Through this program, ASIS Benalmádena will try to look for opportunities and synergies that help them to advance in their life project, in addition to demanding co-responsibility. This program has already served 100 families who have been given advice of all kinds, from how to deal with problems in the payment of rent or how to make a resume or training to get a job. Ladaga spoke about the Asesora program, explaining how it works, and stressed that the program has helped 100 families and called on citizens to collaborate with ASIS.
Nos encontramos visitando con el alcalde.
Today we wanted to check in situ how the association develops the program that we have support with this direct grant, which advises family on matters such as housing, employment, taxes or legal matters, while monitoring the families who have received such advice to continue serving them and check how they evolve. This program helps the delegation of social welfare to reach where we cannot. So we are very satisfied with the work of ASIS with families at risk of vulnerability or newly arrived immigrants. We were also able to talk with the Vice President of ASIS, Francisco Cano, who reviewed the numbers of the program, making also an analysis of the global context.
Ha habido una subvención al proyecto Asesora en 2022.
We have advised 100 families on aid, research, housing, legal, self-employment or taxes. We currently have 4 major and very serious problems: ecological, anthropological, economic and psychological, which in Europe are strongly experienced because they are losing the reality of their own identity. The post-pandemic society has become tremendously selfish and has closed itself off from concepts such as solidarity or participation, leading to a general crisis. After the pandemic, we have found a new reality that requires solutions to new problems, which leave outdated the answers we offered previously.
A civilian company is installing a Ferris wheel of 40 meters and more than 100 seats in the esplanade of the Varadero area at the Sport Harbor, a new attraction that is expected to enhance visits to the town during the winter period.
The mayor of Benalmádena, Víctor Navas, and Sport Harbor councilwoman Encarnación Cortés visit on Thursday the Varadero area to see firsthand the progress in the installation of a Ferris wheel, a new tourist attraction with the height of 40 meters and more than 100 seats that is expected to help revitalize the area during the winter period.
Siempre hablo del dinamismo que tiene Benalmádena.
Benalmádena is a municipality of great commercial dynamism capable of generating opportunities and attracting investment. The fact that important private sector companies want to collaborate with the town hall in the search for new attractions is an unmistakable sign of the appeal of the municipality. Benalmádena will have one of the most important panoramic water wheels in Andalucía in the marina, 40 meters high, which will also involve the payment of a fee, generating a new source of income to the port itself. Navas valued the tourist attractions of this facility, stressing that it is compatible with the Tivoli amusement park, for which they will continue to fight.
No quiero olvidar porque no son incompatibles a Tivoli World, ¿no?
Prior to the installation of the Ferris wheel, the project was presented to traders, businessmen and neighbors in the area through their community representatives. They all gave us the go-ahead to implement this project, which was born with the consensus of all the social agents of the marina. This panoramic Ferris wheel will serve as an attraction during the winter months, thus completing the leisure offer of the Christmas market that we traditionally set up in the port, which is once again a benchmark at provincial level. Not all marinas have such an important and attractive dry marina. On her part, Cortés highlighted the attractive of this private investment as well as the consensus reached with all the agents involved. The panoramic Ferris wheel will be called Mirador Princess and is located in the parking esplanade of the dry dock area. It is a private project that has the authorization of the Public Ports Agency of Andalucía. In the search for consensus that we always seek as a municipal government, we have achieved the unanimity of all political groups represented on the board of directors of the marina, in addition to having the support of all social partners, neighbors, merchants, businessmen and associations. As we have all the relevant authorizations immediately, we have urged the company to speed up its assembly so that next Christmas we can have this new attraction in the marina.
Christmas is approaching and the municipality is already preparing for the festivities with the Christmas lighting already installed. The councilwoman Pilar Ramírez announced the inauguration date scheduled for December 1.
Festivities councilwoman Pilar Ramírez and Commerce councilman Javier Marín held a press conference on Tuesday to present the Christmas lighting, announcing that it will be lit on December 1st. Ramírez thanked the Commerce Delegation and AFEP for their support.
Nos encontramos en uno de los periodos más bonitos que tenemos.
Work has already begun on the installation of Christmas lighting throughout Benalmádena, which means that one of the most beautiful and anticipated festivities of the year is coming. On December 1st will be the lighting ceremony. Our streets will be filled again with lights and color, and we will wrap our stores with decorations and encourage citizens to go out and enjoy Christmas and to consume in local commerce. I want to thank the Delegation of Commerce, ACEP and Business for their support and joint work so that Benalmádena can live its Christmas with the best possible festive atmosphere. On his part, Marín informed about the lighting schedule, valuing the work of festivities delegation.
Hacemos una presentación de lo que es el calendario de.
For the trade sector, it is essential that in these dates the city looks good. I want to recognize the effort made by the festivities delegation, since this year the Christmas decoration will reach more corners of the municipality. The current energy crisis will influence the lighting and, unlike other years, the lights will be off every day between December 1st and January 6th at 2 a.m. In the coming days, we will also announce the joint programming of events and activities that, from commerce and festivities, we will launch as an attraction for our neighbors and visitors to stay in Benalmádena to enjoy Christmas. They were accompanied by the president of the ACEP, Rosa González, and the head of the technical team of Morales Lighting, Aitor Arechavala. González celebrated that the lighting is before the December long weekend.
Desde la Asociación de Comerciantes y Empresarios de Benalmádena celebramos de que
I am glad to hear the lighting of the Christmas lights will be before the December long weekend. This will help to set the streets and give that warmth to welcome Christmas. We will again organize the contest of establishments and shop windows because it also contributes to creating that special atmosphere. If the City Council makes the effort, the stores also have to decorate themselves. It is necessary that we all collaborate. Arechavala highlights that not only the main streets have been decorated, also the periphery, and has broken down the consumption of the installation.
Nosotros nada más en Arroyo de la Miel.
In addition to decorating the main roads, this year we will also install lights in the periphery. In Arroyo de la Miel, the consumption of the lights throughout Christmas will be 26.180 vatios, which is equivalent to 10 stoves lit. In Benalmádena Pueblo, it will be 18.28 vatios, and in Benalmádena Costa, 15.10 vatios. The consumption is really low. These are LEDs of the latest generation, with a consumption much lower than those that were installed before.
And these are today's headlines. Benalmádena's tourism sector present at the World Travel Market. The government team shows disappointment with the Junta's budget. Navacell Lataga visit ACIS headquarters. New advances on the installation of a Ferris wheel at the Sport Harbour. The Christmas lighting will be inaugurated on December 1. The weather forecast for the weekend will leave us with light cloudy or clear skies, temperatures on the rise with lows of 14 degrees and highs of 23, variable light winds predominantly from the east with intervals of northwest on the coast in the early hours. And that's all. Thank you for watching us, and remember, you can stay updated on our website or social media profile on Facebook and Twitter. Have a good night and enjoy the weekend.